Hello, with the new Scottish Premiership season just about beyond us, I still haven't gone through and see how I've managed to do and my pre-season predictions in Scotland there compared to the actual table results. And Scotland there, they didn't officially end their season because of the virus situation. They decided to call it quits with 8 to 9 matches left to go, so it was basically where the clubs were at the time. Also a bit of a point-based system for what some teams that just played one less match, they get to be bumped up, like if they were going to possibly draw the game, then they got awarded that. So 12 teams out in Scotland there, and 12th place I went for St Mirren. And in fact, they did 3 spots better than that. They ended up coming in 9th place, so credit to St Mirren, they managed to stay in the Scottish Premiership there. I went for Ross County to come in 11th place. They ended up coming in 10th place there, so I was basically had that one spot on. Hamilton, I went in 10th place, they ended up coming 11th, so swap those two around, Hamilton and Ross County, and you got a ban on. Well, I got a ban on. Kilmarnock, I went in 9th place, they come in 8th place, so again, very accurate. Livingston, I had in 8 spots, they ended up coming in 5th, so pretty good season for them there to be that high up in the table. Hibernian, I put them to come in 7th, and I got that one spot on. In fact, that was the only one I managed to get in the correct spots. So Hibernian, Hibs managed to know where you guys would end up finishing. Went for Motherwell to come in 6th spot there. They had a pretty good season, coming in 3rd place. I mean, that's basically as high as you can finish in Scotland if you're not the Rangers Celtic dominant force. So Motherwell win the battle of the West, basically. But who knows where these clubs would actually finish if the whole season was completed, because there would have been a few other last minute changes. St Johnstone, I went for them to come in 5th. They came in 6th, so basically had that one correct as well too. But here comes the disastrous one in Scotland, the one I had the furthest places off. Otherwise, yeah, 3 places off was a couple other teams with Motherwell and Livingston, but this one I had 8 places off, 8 places, and I went for Hearts to come in 4th. In fact, they finished rock bottom there, so awful season for them, and they end up getting relegated to the Scottish Championship for the upcoming season this weekend. So let's see how they get on in the second tier. They are a pretty formidable Scottish Premiership side. They usually do pretty well, but for whatever reason it absolutely fell flat this time around. Aberdeen, I wait for them to come in 3rd. In fact, they came in 4th there. And in terms of the title race, I in fact went for Rangers over Celtic. Unfortunately, wanted to see the Celtic dominance wane end, but in fact what, they win their 9th Premiership title in a row, so not even a bit of a boost that Rangers have had in the recent seasons since they've been back from the financial troubles. This was what, the 3rd season back in the Scottish Premiership there. They've been moving up on the table there, closing the gap, and also had Stephen Gerrard in charge of the club there, but he ended up moving off to, was it Stephen Gerrard? I think it was Stephen Gerrard. They ended up moving. Oh, Brendan Rodgers, sorry. I don't know what I was thinking, but Brendan Rodgers, yeah, that's the guy there. He ended up moving to Leicester City. Yeah, just a bit over the place there. Okay, so that's why Celtic ended up winning the title, and they had a couple of victories over Rangers. Rangers did manage to get one over them this season, but yeah, Celtic, the dominant force once again, 9th time in a row, and also keep winning the Scottish Cup and that other Scottish Cup competition as well too. There's a couple Scottish Cup competitions. So it'd be nice to see someone else win it. Of course, it might just be a Rangers Celtic battle, but it'd be nice to see an actual 2-horse race next time round. And I'll give you my predictions for the upcoming season and the short distant future. But that's how I got on reasonably well, I'd say. I mean, there was 6 teams I managed to just have 1 spot off, and so I managed to get Hibernian spot on. So that's 7 out of 12, so that's pretty amazing stuff there. But yeah, Hearts was a big punch, the soccer blow of it all there. They got horribly wrong. But feel free to let me know how you think I got on and how you thought you saw the season going. Is it about accurate there? Being in Scotland, it's a bit more predictable than some other leagues, but you never know, they might be some huge shock next season, and the likes of Aberdeen and St Johnstone might all of a sudden somehow spend $20 million or something crazy, and Rangers and Celtic have some sort of absolute big blow, and there might be more than 2 teams challenging for the title. But it's hard to see that happening. But feel free to share your thoughts on what you think is going to happen next season. What do you think about this particular season? It's a shame that it was a shortened season than normal, but that was the decision that they went on. Oh, and a couple of other things there. Lisbon 67 and Keith Parker both said in the comments in that original video there that Celtic would win. So well done you guys, you got that spot on. And also the fact that Rangers overtalk themselves every year, and I don't necessarily agree with that, because they haven't been back at the top flights for that long. It's only what, their 3rd season back, so have to see how they adjust once they come back into the swing of things there, season in, season out, and don't somehow drop all the way down to the 4th tier for a big financial bankruptcy issues. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Cheers.